What's up, y'all? It's your boy CincereB here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. Drink a cup of coffee too while we at this. Drink whatever you want to. Choice. An act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. Choice is a powerful word. And I've made some choices that has hung with me for all these years because these were choices that really was a 50-50 chance of choosing or having the outcome based on the choice you chose, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to tell you a story that has been pretty much on my shoulders or mine. I've never been able to stop thinking about this because, one, I lost a friend. That's the main thing. And the event or how it happened is what stuck to me. But also what makes it stick to me is because I know based on my choice that I made, I could have made a different one, which would have changed my situation that I have right now. Okay. So this takes place back when I was in middle school. I had a friend of mine, and we met in the 7th grade. He was already very popular in the school. He always dressed well. He had a brother, he dressed well. They can dance, good athletes. Well, he ended up being my quarterback in middle school, for middle school football. Then there was time to graduate from the 8th grade and go on to high school, which was 9th grade in Houston. And so we and my other crew that I hung out with, we all graduated. We all played sports. We all played track and football. So we all graduated, go to high school, but he dropped out because he was also doing his hustle, his street stuff, and he was in there. He had always had the nice gear and he had the ride and everything. So that's how it is where I'm from. You're gonna have friends that you grew up with that do those things, and it's kind of a understanding that they do what they do, you are who you are, they understand that and respect that, and you understand and respect that too, and your friends. And they don't try to get you to do anything bad unless you want to, but even at that point, it's a certain, it's kind of hard to explain, even not from that type of environment, but it's kind of, they kind of know, no, if you say, I want to do what you're doing, they'll be like, no, you can't do this, man. You need to go and stay in school, graduate, and get the hell up out of here. But then there's some people, they're going to say, I want to do what you're doing. And they say, come on in, That's a whole nother video, how that works out. Okay. But anyway, that was my friend. I knew what he was doing. Cool, no problem. So we go on to high school, and he used to come up to our practices all the time because we all still friends. He'd come out either before practice or after practice, or he'd come and stay the whole day and just watch us practice. And we used to hang out and talk. So one day he comes to my practice, and we're talking. He had a nice Cadillac. We had to talk about his car, and we laugh and having some fun. And then it was time to go to practice, so I had to go get suited up. Before I left, he told me he said he was going to go out of town and do a drop-off or something. So did I want to roll with him and he'll be back tonight? And I said, no, I'm going to practice, man. Cool, though. Now, when I made that decision, it wasn't, in my mind, I wasn't thinking that, if I miss practice, I might not play, because I was a starter. I never missed practice. So if I missed this one practice, then they're going to change my situation with football. I'm still going to start the next game. No, it had to be my junior year because I got hurt my freshman year. So I think it was my junior year, by the way. And the other decision was I didn't think about. I know what he does, and this is what he's going to go do, and something happened. That didn't even cross my mind. It's just that I just made a choice, and football was just on the top of my list at that time. So I made the choice, and now I'm gonna go ahead and go practice. He was like, cool, there was no problem with that. He understood it straight. I said, all right, man, I see you tomorrow sometime. Now his girlfriend was one of my good friends, and back in that time, it seems like it's really old when you say back at that time, but I'm not sure if kids do it today. But when you have a really good friend and school, whatever, you're opposite sex, or even same sex, you say that's my little sister, or that's my big brother. That's how we did, and she was like my little sister. That plays into, if you have a problem with an ex-girlfriend, you can't hit the girl yourself, so you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get my big sister on you, or my little sister on you, which would be her. And the same thing, I'm gonna get my big brothers on you, which would be us. That's how it was. And so he left and gone, and like I said, he was dating her. So I come back to school the next day, and she is bawling. She is crying. She's around her girlfriends, and I'm like, what is going on? What's wrong with you? She's like, he's dead. I'm like, what? He's dead. Like, who's dead? Like, he's dead. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. And I asked, like, what happened? What happened? And still don't know the truth about it. But she said that they found him in the front lawn of his mother's house, or grandmother's house, and he was shot multiple times. And then the rumor was that, wherever he went to that night, that day, he was brought back and dumped into the front yard of the lawn and was left there. And I'm thinking, what? And right then it just came to my mind, like, man, I just saw him the day before. And when you're in the ghetto, or you have friends, or the hood, you have friends that do this kind of stuff, you always kind of have to be ready and know that, it's a likely chance that somebody ain't gonna be there the next day. But when it actually happens to somebody you're actually pretty close to, it's a little bit different feeling. And not only that, what came to my mind was that, man, I could have been with him that day, that night, and I could have been that. It could have been me. It could have been dead. But it also makes me think that maybe, what if I would have went with him and knew what he was going to do, punked out, and say, hey, you know what, man, I changed my mind, man. I can't do it, man. I know what you're going to do. I just want to go home. And he would have took me home, and maybe that would have prevented him from saying, well, you know what, it's too late. Let me just do this business some other time. And that could have changed the course of stuff. So all these years, I always think about that moment of that choice, that 50-50. And that choice was, at the time of the choice, it wasn't no repercussion or benefit from that choice. I just made a choice. And just happened to be the one that allows me to tell you this story today. So I'm just curious from y'all, have y'all ever been in a situation where you had to make that choice? And not so much of a choice that you knew the outcome already, like, if you choose this is going to happen. If you choose that is going to happen. I'm talking about that choice that you made that was just, at the moment, at that time, that choice. And after the choice was made, you realized, or you saw that this was the outcome, and the outcome benefits you or went against you. So leave a comment down below about your issues or what experience you have with the word choice. If you're a video creator, create a video, let me know you did it. I would definitely check it out. So thanks for listening for this episode of Let's Talk, and I see you real soon with more videos. It's your boy CincereB. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, share it, come again, and bring a friend, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.